The year is 1095, Pope says, go take the Holy Lands, and it somehow ends in a bunch of drunk peasants eating each other's corpses in the middle of the desert. Welcome to the First Crusade. But how did we end up here? Let's rewind the time a little bit. So this nomadic empire called the Seljuks were absolutely destroying Byzantine, the Orthodox Roman, taking their lands for a bit. So the emperor hits Pope up like,
dude, I know we are not on good terms, but I'm kinda eating shit right now. So it would be cool if you could, send help or something.
Pope realizes this could be a chance to reunite the two churches and make knights stop killing each other in Europe and instead just send them to the Holy Lands to keep killing each other there. So he says alright, bet. And the First Crusade begins. Now you might think of crusaders as these cool sexy knights, but this time it was more like a bunch of hyped up peasants with funny haircuts, rocks and sticks instead of swords, and no idea what they're doing. To give you a general idea of how clueless they were, a group of peasants literally followed a fucking goose thinking it was possessed by a divine spirit. Yeah. Anyways, enter Peter the Hermit. This guy is the main leader of our peasant group, a monk with no military experience and a lot of delusion. And guess what happens when a bunch of hyped up peasants led by a lunatic gather under the name of a holy war? Spoiler alert, they get bored and kill the Jews in Germany. But to be fair, after that they somehow managed to make it all the way to Hungary and Byzantium, of course eating and kinda looting everything in their way and pissing everyone off. After that the Byzantine emperor was like, the fuck is this? And ferried them across Bosporus to Anatolia to get rid of them. Guess what happened? Yeah, they got fucking obliterated by the Seljuks, and that's pretty much where the peasant crusade ends. Then there comes the real knights led by actual nobles. First on the line was Nicaea. Crusaders didn't struggle much taking the city. Next up was Antioch, however they had to march through Anatolia to reach there, and boy did it suck for them. Anatolia was pretty hot at that time, around 30 to 40 Celsius, and since they didn't have any food or water to survive the living hell, they pretty much started to eat whatever they could find. Their horses, for example. The siege of Antioch wasn't any better though. They probably ran out of horses cause they started eating rats and shoes and humans and stuff. But guess what? One day one guy finds a random stick and is like, hey, this is the spear that stabbed Jesus. And they all go crazy and take over the city. For Jerusalem they basically just storm the city and kill everyone. Simple as Crusader victory, I guess. Moral of the story is a single stick and enough desperation can make you take over a city. But it probably won't. Anyways, that's it, class dismissed. Now go drink water.